Oh, well, howdy. Have you been hearing people talk about how great Great Western Trail is? How it's the number 15 and number 25 game of all time on Board Game Geek? How they really love it, and you feel like you should too, but you just can't figure out how to win the darn thing. Well, giddy up, cowpoke, cause I'm about to give you some dicey strategy on how to get better at Great Western Trail. My name is Paula Deming, and if you want to be the world's greatest gamer, you've come to the right place. I win 41% of the games I play. Wait, I lose more than half the time? That can't be right. Those who win, do. Those who don't, research new ways to get that win. And I've done that research, so you don't have to. So join me for some dicey strategy, made possible by the World Series of Board Gaming. Welcome to the series where strategy gets dicey. Now, I've got cattle to deliver and a train to catch, so I hope you don't mind if I'll be staying on my horse while we chat. And nothing personal, just ain't got the time to stop. And that's a natural segue into the first cow tip I've got for you. Get on down that road. Don't mosey about stopping at every building along the path. This game is about delivering those cattle, and you should be aiming to do that 5 to 7 times during the game. And if you move quickly enough, you might just get one loop ahead of your opponents, which means one more delivery than they're able to make. Think of the points. To help in this aim, choose the movement bonus when you're able to get your first black disc upgrade. The hand size upgrade is good if you're going for a cowboy strategy, but if that's not your focus, get the movement and rustle up that hustle. Now, speaking of the cowboy strategy, here's a tip. This game ain't no point salad. It's a big juicy steak, and it's well done. I prefer mine medium rare, but you know what I mean. You're gonna have to commit to a specific strategy and focus on that. Now, according to my research, there's the aforementioned cowboy strategy, the builder strategy, and the engineer strategy. There are, of course, others, but those are the 3 we're gonna give credence to in this here video. Now, you're gonna have to study the board each game and decide which strategy makes sense to choose. It's gonna depend on the setup for that game, the private buildings you have access to, and the workers that are coming out on the board. Once you've got an idea of what makes sense for you that game, pick one type of worker and focus on mainly hiring that one type. Now, if you're doing the cowboy strategy, you'll want to focus on hiring cowboys and buying cows. It's going to be all about getting those high-value cows, expanding your hand size, and making lots of deliveries with your impressive hands of cattle. You could also focus on the engineer strategy. That means hiring, you guessed it, engineers, and getting your train as far along the track as you can, all the way to the end. And get some station masters so you can snag bonus actions and get permanent certificates. Plus points, of course. Now, this might be a bit tricky because you won't want to spend your engineers as station masters, so you'll need to hire a few workers you don't mind losing to that job. Now, a great building for you to build is 5A. It gives you a discount for hiring those workers you need and lets you move your train forward based on the number of engineers you have. Choo-choo! And that leaves the builder strategy. Focus on hiring builders and getting your points from all your construction. Where you place those buildings is super important. Think about the neutral buildings you'll want to visit and how you can place your private buildings to help you get to them. And think about how you can place your buildings to slow down the other players. And most importantly, place your toll building where other players are gonna have to go to it and pay you their hard-earned cash. If there's a path with a ton of hazards, place your toll building right at the start of the alternate route. And pay attention to the proximity of your toll building to the other toll buildings. If players have to go through multiple tolls before they get to yours, they might be broke when they finally make it to you. And that means they won't have to pay you. And now, some quick tips. Don't compete with the other players over one of these main strategies. There's not enough to go around. If someone else is focusing on cowboys, it just might be time for you to pivot. If you're not sure yet which strategy to pick, a good first worker hire is a builder. No matter what you do, you'll always at least want to drop your toll building on the board, and that builder will help you do that. And later, you can always make them a station master. Now, if you're gonna buy cows, get them early before your first reshuffle. In fact, anytime you buy cows, try to make it right before you're going to need to reshuffle your deck. That way, you get access to them real quick like. Now pay attention to your money situation, how much you're going to need to do what you want, and how much you can get as you move along the trail. Also, when it might be strategically advantageous to go broke and not have to pay money to your opponent. The gaming version of filing Chapter 11. Now I better hurry up if I'm gonna make my train and drop off these cows in time, so we'll leave it there. But if you want more in-depth tips and strategy advice for Great Western Trail, I highly recommend checking out Nick Henning's channel, Phoenix. He is the 2022 ring winner for Great Western Trail at the World Series of Board Gaming. Speaking of the World Series of Board Gaming, they are helping to sponsor this strategy series. The event is happening in September in Las Vegas, and Great Western Trail is one of the 16 ring events. The tournament grand prize is $25,000, and you could compete and win. Why not? Thank you to the World Series of Board Gaming for being a sponsor, and if you'd like more information about the event, you can check out www.wsbgvegas.com, which is linked below. Now, if you use that link, you can score yourself a sweet discount. I'll be there, so come hang out with me. Thanks for going on this strategy gallop with me. Let me know any of your additional tips down in the comments below. Now, I'm gonna miss my train. Yeehaw! Happy trails to you until you win again. Play your game real good and you will surely win. Yes, I did rhyme win with another win. I don't know the rest of the tune of this song. Happy trails to you until you win again.